Okay, I am to report. The time is 8:22 a.m. We know the year. I'm done with this crap. So I had to go pee poo when I raced because of poison. It was filling up this room. I'm just not gonna get into the descriptive testimony of the filling up of the room while I was filming. I said on the intro that it was gonna happen, and it did. They hit me in all the rooms. I'm done describing this. Everyone knows this is a gas chamber in the story by the White House. All right. And everyone knows I've witnessed people just drop here from the gas. I've described one. I was allowed to describe one witness account. No more. I've witnessed that a whole much more times. A whole many more times than just one time. I've been in here for 3 years with gas. The rest is self-evident how many times I've witnessed it. I have put some of it into writing. I have testified to some of it at the time that I witnessed it in the last 2 years, which is on YouTube, the Great American YouTube, for the world to review and research that, but I can't repeat the testimony or talk about the testimony accounts on the calendar date now, which I just stated again, which gets redundant. We know the year, we know the date. It's August 1st, 8:22 a.m. So I had to race, and I went pee-poo from the poison that I got contaminated with. It's chemical gas. I was in my main room. I was narrating a testimony. I had to get up, stop everything, and race. While I was in there, they lit up my bathroom. I was fine. By the time I was on my feet flushing, they started to fill it up. I could tell with gas. I had to sit right back down and go pee-poo all over again. So that's what they do here to me. They chase me from room to room. I mean, the whole world, my 2 viewers, maybe sometimes 4 viewers, they know that that's how it works here. So this is what I really want to get over to my 4 viewers who listen to this. The world, your planet, your world does not need any more white people like this. Your planet does not need any more Arabic people like this. Your planet is infested with the stupidest white people in history. The white people have been slaving black and brown people for almost 2,000 years, living like kings, and the comfort, all the convenience, all the wealth has dumbed and slowed their brain down. They're not as smart as they like to say they are. Act and behave like they believe they are. They're not. The white and the Arabic people keep using the same chemical gas, military grade chemical gas, on a target, and it never works, but they never stopped. The consequences for doing that are monolithic. Say goodbye to your American cities as you know them. You better start saying goodbye to them. We do not need any more white people like the ones in those pictures of the Russians on the planet. That's the last thing you need. The white people that you see in that photo and the white people from the United States with some of their black and brown, it's mostly their Arabics. Because the Arabics in the Middle East like to think they're white. They're incredibly racist to Afro-Arab, so on and so forth. Go find out. I'm not going to repeat myself. The white people and the Arabs are so stupid. Like no brains. They ruined NASA. They ruined all their space and internet, Wi-Fi, science. Remember, the white people and the Arab people have trapped me for 5 years. I lost my vocabulary, but I still make my point, and you better hear me. The women from the West, all they do is objectify their vagina. Somehow they got to talk about their vagina to have any value and worth and place in their civilization. It came down to primal hedonism, barbarianism. I'm not making comments about what I said yesterday. I'm saying what I said yesterday on that warning to that woman in Australia who goes on the internet and cooks is a warning to all the women in the West. They're all like that. The American women are the worst, and the most of them are white. They're the worst of it. They started it. They understand life as the man is equal in the house, so she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, she doesn't do anything with her husband. All she does is go buy smoothies, go buy lattes, or makes smoothies for herself at home and goes to her really super expensive yoga or Pilates classes to make her body look super good. And then she walks around all day in tight yoga pants. That's all they wear anymore. They don't wear any other clothes besides really tight athletic clothing and these bras. They don't wear shirts. They don't dress themselves. It's not part of their culture. They're still reproducing and breeding. This is the eyes of the angels. The breeding and reproduction is a serious issue here. Your planet is dying and it's reproducing your human species like what I'm talking about. It's not going to be allowed. It's just not. Stop breeding is what I said since you ever discovered me on Twitter in 2017. I said your reproduction is a big problem. It's because you're so stupid, it can't continue. Your planet cannot and does not, will not have, and does not need a race of whites and Arabs that stupid. They will destroy the planet, and they will destroy any of the humans in their civilization and society and towns that have an IQ that can run a government, that can do a social contract, that can shoot a new form of physics into space with gravity, that can understand high math. They will kill them. I have witnessed inside of 1509 S Street Northwest historical cannibalism. I witnessed cannibalism up to about 3 weeks ago. The white people and the Arab people are on historical record for becoming barbarians. They're not going to go to space, make new science discoveries, set up governments, nation build. They engage in cannibalism. The women are rampant amongst the West for only objectifying themselves as my pussy. My pussy. Their daughters, their next generation has to go. They just gotta go. The Japanese are a serious problem. The Japanese are just as racist and right there with them, holding hands. You got the Japanese, you got the Arabs, and you got the whites just holding hands so tight. The barbarians, they want to ethnically cleanse, and They think this is how they're going to take power for themselves on the earth. The Japanese, the whites, and the Arabs have to go. As far as the angels are concerned, and I'm not fucking kidding about this, you don't need the Japanese here. The angels have Japanese in the other dimension. This is stuff I know you can't understand. You proved it to me in this terrorist cell. You keep using chemical gas in a target that doesn't work and you cannibalize. I'm clear. I totally get it. You don't understand anything I say to you. My creator, God, he knows you don't. I had to come to terms with, I'm sitting here with people who do not understand anything I'm saying. I'm here to do a job for God. I got to just keep it to myself. I'm watching the clock tick inside their terror cell where they cannibalize everything they do. That's my job. I'm just supposed to sit here and I'm just supposed to race back and forth to the bathroom. Okay? What happens in America, the sovereign territory, is the good guys, the GRU, China, a lot of the good guys in Israel. I'm not talking Netanyahu. Netanyahu is Arabic organized crime. How many times have I said this? I'm not talking about him. They take over the government here. And when they do, they nuke Putin. It's America that nukes Putin. He's got it coming. It's got to happen. You can't have that guy or any of his little white people there. They got to go. The town's gone. They're gone. Good. Planet Earth, much better. And I'm warning you, you want to go ahead, all the good guys and gals who I do love, but you want to go ahead and pretend I'm not in here and I'm not walking through this gas day and night. I'm just going to remind every one of you, and I'm going to remind every one of you on the planet, I'm in your terror cell, which is the gas chamber, and I'm watching the clock tick. Okay? And when I'm told to go offline by my creator, God, I will, but I'm still in your terror cell. So you might not see me or hear me, but I'm still walking through all your lethal gas. Okay? I understand. Believe me, you don't understand a word I'm saying about dimensions, about time, about gravity. No, I'm clear on that. You don't. But I'll tell you one thing. When you're going with the fire, the hot, through the gravity and outer space, you're doing it wrong. But I'm clear you're never going to fucking understand a word I'm saying. And we'll never have a conversation about this because you just can't have one. But let me tell you this. Stop breeding. Your reproduction is a problem. Adios.